Hello there, welcome back to another tutorial video. My name is David, Head of Sales and Distribution here at WildGrass, and in this tutorial we'll be talking about our target audience. Okay, so our target audience is very important because it's going to help you guys in terms of knowing what businesses to target, what businesses are likely to want to use WildGrass. So I've set up three major points that we're going to focus on that will help us understand our target audience. The first being the features of the application, because the features that the product comes with are going to determine what types of businesses are going to find the most value out of the product that we've created. And then obviously we've selected MSMEs, so we're going to get into the reasons why we feel MSMEs are the best target audience for this type of product which you've created. And then finally we're going to get into the types of MSMEs that would generally want to use this application. So features, we've got the point of sale functionality of the application, which is the core feature of the application. This is simply where transactions are recorded, whether it's sales, whether it's a credit transaction, whether it's generating your invoices, quotations, that sort of thing. So the point of sale functions of the application help with the retailing side of a business, recording transactions in real time as they happen. Next, we've got inventory management. So inventory management and point of sale go hand in hand. Inventory management is simply the automation of tasks, the automation of the inventory management process as transactions are taking place. So you've got things like serial tracking, expiry tracking, stock taking, reconciliation, all of that baked into your inventory management. Next, we've got the cost tracking, which, as the name indicates, is simply keeping track of the costs as they happen in a business, as a business needs to manage their expenses. So recording whether it's product purchases, whether it's purchases directly related towards production or indirectly related towards production. Whatever cost the business incurs, they'll be tracked and kept for assessment towards revenue. Right, next we've got reporting. And reporting just simply is recording, or rather generating information based off of the activity that has taken place within a selected period. So you've got your sales reports, you've got your inventory reports, you've got your product reports, you've got your VAT reports, customer reports, employee reports. All those can be generated on the application. Next, we've got our basic accounting. So basic accounting speaks towards the ledgers that are updated whenever transactions take place, whether it's an expense that has taken place in the business, and then we need our purchase accounts updated, or if we've recorded a sale and our sales accounts need to be updated, that sort of thing. Production management. So production management is a relatively new feature which just simply covers the entire production process, from the process of inputs of raw materials all the way to a finished product and any byproducts that are created. So ideally tracking the production process. Next, we've got employee accounts. So this is for the sake of, in the case where you want to share access with you want to share access to this business accounts with other users. So as a manager or as the owner of the business, if you have employees and you want them to have access to this business account, employee accounts can be created. Next, we've got suppliers and customers. So suppliers and customers just speaks towards supplier accounts and customer accounts. Supplier accounts in the essence of keeping track of the supply chain. In the case where you want to monitor the transactions that you've done with a specific supplier, how much you ordered, how much credit you owe that particular supplier. In the case that you want to do your budgeting and you want to go back and view the transactions that you did with a particular supplier. In case you want to compare prices with different suppliers that you've had in the past, you can create your supplier accounts. Customer accounts as well helps us record information pertaining towards particular customers, information towards sales, loyalty, and that sort of thing. Next, we have messaging. So messaging is simply the functionality of the application which allows us to send out messages directly to customers from the business account using the business sender ID, giving it a more professional and corporate feel that allows also for users to just keep in the back of their mind your brand. Right, so you can send out also bulk messages using that messaging platform. Finally, we've got customizations. So this allows for customizations to be made to source documents, invoices, quotations, receipts, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's a brief run view of the features of the application, an overview of what to expect from WildGrass. Next, we go into our target audience, which is the MSMEs, and the reasons why we selected this target audience. So, based off of what I've explained in terms of the features, we find that the businesses that are in the majority are the MSMEs, as they make up 98% of the businesses that exist within the country, according to a research carried out by the Bank of Zambia in 2022. So this provides us with a larger market that we can, a larger market to attend to, that can provide us with the traction which we require. Next point is product bias towards retail-based businesses. So given the features which I explained, you can get a sense that our product is biased towards more retail-based kinds of businesses, businesses that do a lot of trade, do transactions on the daily, whether it's with customers, whether it's with fellow businesses, that sort of thing. So most MSMEs fit into this category, as a majority of them are retail-based, and as such would find value in using WildGrass. Okay. Next point is, as long as they need to generate receipts, they will find value in using WildGrass. So as long as a business needs to generate a receipt, they will be able to find value in WildGrass, even if they may not appreciate the other features that the business comes with. As long as they are using WildGrass for the point of sale functionality, then they will find use in WildGrass. And a lot of MSMEs need a system that helps them track transactions in real time, generate receipts, and then keep track of that information to do their basic accounting. So WildGrass would be ideal for these types of businesses. Right, next is the product is easy to use and integrated. And this is an important point because the majority of MSMEs want something which is as easy to use and something that can be integrated in their business as quickly as possible, as they do not have the patience, majority of them, or the technical expertise to really go through a radical training period in order to be onboarded and use a system in their business. So majority of them, not all of them, but a majority of them would appreciate something that is easy to use and easy to integrate. Next point is flexibility in terms of hardware choices. So the application is available on multiple devices, so meaning that the choice is up to them to decide what device they want to use the application on. So giving them that choice is a huge plus for SMEs. Right. Next point is prices are relatively affordable compared to other similar products. Right, so we recently carried out a research to find out what the key indicators are for SMEs when it comes to selecting a business management package. And right at the top was the pricing. So we've set our pricing to be very competitive compared to what you get from other similar products. You find that WildGrass provides a lot of value for money in terms of its affordability. So for a lot of MSMEs, they'll find the pricing to be very affordable and within their price range. Right, next we've got the final point, which says most of them aren't utilizing such tools. So a lot of SMEs haven't yet adopted any kinds of tools. So this is a good thing for us, because when you take into consideration all the other points that I've mentioned, a lot of businesses will find value in what we're offering. And the fact that they're not yet using any kind of tool means that we'll face relatively very little competition in terms of convincing them to come on board when they are ready to purchase. So these are some of the reasons why we feel that the MSMEs are the best candidates to be in our target audience. Right, so let's get into the types of MSMEs. These aren't all the types of MSMEs, these are just a few that we've selected, some examples just to give you ideas. But as you carry out your sales activities, you'll find even more suitable MSMEs that can utilize our business services. Right, so let's start with electronics. So this varies from high value electronics such as maybe solar equipment and maybe batteries and stoves and those sort of things, to maybe much smaller electronics such as devices such as phones, chargers, headphones, Bluetooth devices, whatever it is, Bluetooth speakers rather, those sort of things. So electronics businesses will find a lot of value in what we're offering, especially for businesses that do dwell with products that have individual serial numbers. The serial tracking under inventory management makes it ideal for these types of businesses, as well as things like reporting and cost tracking, etc. Right, next we've got pharmacies. So pharmacies generally need to keep information not only just of their patient, of the individuals that they deal with, but also the products which they have in stock and the products which they've issued out. So pharmacies would find a lot of use in having systems such as ours that manage inventory and also help with the retailing side of things. Right, next we've got hardware stores. So hardware stores deal in a lot of products which are high value and a lot of products which tend to pile up in stock. So inventory management is a big deal for these types of businesses, and they'll find a lot of value in using WildGrass system. Next up is boutiques, right? So we've got boutiques that do a lot of online retailing, and I just realized I forgot to write down online retailing and our features, but it's one of the features that we do offer, and a lot of boutiques will find a lot of value in using that, as they do a lot of advertising of their products online. The search would want to sell their products on an online platform and would want an inventory management system, point of sale, that sort of thing. Next up, we've got agro stores. For obvious reasons, agro stores deal with products that have expiry, so expiry tracking will be valuable for these types of businesses, as well as managing their inventory. We've got stationary businesses. They do a lot of retailing, so they want to keep track. They want to generate their quotations, receipts, invoices, that sort of thing, as well as keep track of their costs. We've got grocery stores which do transactions routinely on a daily basis, and as such it will be valuable for them. We've got shoe stores, we've got furniture stores, we've got auto spares and shops. Most of these businesses do numbers of transactions, they do routine transactions, they have got standardized operations, and as such it will benefit from automation from a system such as WildGrass, and will find value in what we're using. So these are the types of businesses that we are currently targeting, and these are the businesses that we want you to target as you do your sales activities, because we believe that these are the businesses that are going to yield you the most success. Right, so this is our target audience. We'll get into further details as we wrap up the training program of how exactly to approach these businesses, what material to use, what channels to use, and the likes. Okay.